Hi guys, I'm Alan from Woodturning by Alan Scannell, and you're watching Pinetop Jackson.
Hey guys, I want to do a quick video tour of my shop. My shop is on the balcony off of my apartment complex. This will have to be done in voiceover because I'm right beside the freeway. You can see it right there by I-5, and the noise is so loud you can't really hear anything. I can't even listen to music while I'm working because the sound just drowns it all out. So I've got some wood storage up above the sliding glass door. I also have bicycle storage I have to work with, other random stuff. Oh yeah, there's my backyard, as it were. There's a I-5. I-5 stretches all the way from Canada down to Mexico. Oh, and I've got a tarp here. At one point, I put a tarp across the whole thing, but I didn't like that because it blocked out all the sunlight going into the living room. And so then I just rigged up this partial one to try to keep some stuff there in the corner dry and keep Darth Vader dry. He doesn't like to get wet. Oh yeah, my neighbors, they did cover their whole thing with a tarp. They have it rigged up like a curtain. I see them sometimes open up part of it. They look like drapes in the summertime. I guess I'm showing all my neighbors here. I have the perfect spot right in the middle, facing the freeway, so I don't have any neighbors looking into my my workshop, as it were. Oh, so there is a big this piece of lumber I got from the beach. It washed up on shore. It's driftwood. You want to see that video? I'll show you. Man, I wish I had a pickup truck. I would grab that board and make something awesome out of it. But of course, I did go back and grab it, even though I don't have a truck. This was up in an area called Three Tree Point, up near where my daughter goes to preschool. So after I picked her up, we came back, took a look at it, and figured out a way to do it. Figured out a way to get it home. My daughter helped me out. All right, you buckled in all tight?
No.
Yes, you are. So I think I found a pretty clever way to transport this big found plank back home. My wife thought I was kind of crazy driving home with this thing sticking out of the window like that, but it worked. It wasn't too cold. And it became my main work surface. Chop saw rests up on it. Here's some other odds and ends, bits of reclaimed lumber that I always find. There's just a storage box, some stickers from some friends who do some other woodworking channels. All this is showing my lumber storage systems I've come up with. I used to have them all stacked in the corner in the storage unit, which we'll see here in a minute. There's some old wooden stools I have frequently used for sawhorses, for clamping things on. There's a metal cabinet I'm going to do something with, put up somewhere. And now we venture into the storage shed. There's no light in there. Usually in the daytime it's light enough that I can see what I'm going for. I'm going to grab a flashlight here to illuminate. So I've got all the camping gear stored up there and some boxes for my stereo equipment for when we move different places. I like to put the stuff back in their original boxes for transport. There's an old scythe I found I'm going to restore maybe someday. A window. I made a window table out of one of those a while ago. Some other stuff, some saws. We got some tool storage with the shelves. Oh yeah, license plates from every state that I've lived in, which is Indiana, Arizona, and Washington. Cutting board, Japanese saw, which is all the rage. All in my clamp collection. It's not, the ceiling's tall enough that I don't bump my head on it when I go in and out. So they work pretty well up there. We got some more drill bits, other random stuff hung, all a bunch of skill saw blades. I forgot I had all those. Some hand saws. What else are we going to look at? My old miter saw. Oh yes, this storage box. My wife bought this for me years ago before we got married, and it has proved very valuable. All these compartments to hold all of my nails and screws and fastening accessories, and I can pack them all away and take the whole box with me for when I need to do something at work or somewhere else. Because before, I think I had them in all just in different containers on shelves in the wall, and I have to pick through my containers to take them with me, and then I'd find out that I didn't grab the ones that I needed. So now I have them all in one place that's portable. What else are we gonna look at here? A couple levels of stuff. Random wine boxes to store things in. It's kind of a mess. I'll get to tidying it up one of these days. Oh, and those are the magnetrons from microwaves. A little hobby I started doing because I live in an apartment complex. People move out, they throw out their microwaves all the time, and I've gotten to take them up to my workshop, take them apart, and take the magnets out of them. You can see some magnets on. Well, I guess you can't right now. We're looking at more lumber, all looking behind the door at what's stored back there, extension cords, rakes, whatnots. Oh, there's an old pickaxe I might restore one of these days as well. Work around the bicycle storage that's necessary. Oh yeah, this middle cabinet I obtained for cheap somewhere when someone was remodeling their place. Well, that's it. I guess that is my my workshop. So it's a pretty small footprint I have to work in. But it's nice right there in